This is a proposal to look at the planning and development of a tiny village. This would be a remarkable accomplishment if we could get this undertaken in the state of New Mexico. I think this might be the first in the state of New Mexico. We have a serious homeless population problem here, and that we have folks who have no safe place to stay at night, and it has become a public safety issue for a lot of the community. There are people who are very concerned about the safety of these individuals every night, and of course the individuals themselves are at risk of being harmed and have no safe place to live. It's a growing problem, and I think what's important is that we have creative ideas and creative proposals to move forward to do something about it, and not just sit back and wait for somebody else to do something about it, but have the ability to look at creative ideas of addressing this issue.
It's a humanitarian problem, it's a public safety problem, it reaches throughout the city. Very often we think of it as being something that happens in the downtown area, or near North Valley, or the Morelos neighborhoods. That is not true. That is not true. People are looking for some privacy and shelter in our parks, along the diversion channel, the arroyos. We can do more to help them.
We're way behind in providing affordable housing. And one of the things people in the business say, they say there's a lot of people out there that are one paycheck away from homelessness. And people, they run into things, they get sick, they lose their job, something happens, people get divorced, they can no longer afford that apartment, and that's where they go. They go living in their car if they have one, or on the street. And so the community that I want, it's a community that provides housing for everybody. I think I see it as a basic human right. I'm going to get choked up here, but just to let you know that I do this from my heart as a volunteer. And we assembled a group of people. Some people came once, some people came every time. There were stalwarts, we tried to communicate with a lot of different entities, including a lot of homeless providers, to get their advice. We had church-related people involved. We had activists involved. We had people that had been involved with the homeless, so we really had first-hand information. And we had one meeting where we brought in a few actively homeless people that people on the committee knew. And we developed this idea of the tiny home village.
We just have some folks come join us for a moment and to thank them. We have Pat and Richard Cotterell, who are retirees, but if you would just come. Pat, Richard, you don't want to? Sure. Okay, she doesn't want to, okay. And Victor Padilla. We have Ron Romero, who's a private citizen who's been involved in this for a long time. Javier Benavides, who is the director of Southwest Organizing Project. Elsie Beal, who is here as well. Ernest Studevante, if you want to come up. Larry, no, that's somebody else. I want to thank folks this was, a huge effort of just individuals who came together, as I said, weekly to discuss this issue because they were very, very concerned about it. And as someone said, it takes heart, it takes compassion to make that commitment, and I want to thank them for all the work that they have done, and there's still more work to come. Thank you all for being here.